Hey everybody, so we are here in Annville, Pennsylvania. We are going to be here for Historic Old Annville days. I'm parked over here on College Avenue, right here in front of the Lebanon Valley College Administration Building. We'll be coming up on Carnegie Library, which is now, I think, admissions. I brought along my handy Annville Township book that was written by Paul Falmer and Friends of Old Annville. Friends of Old Annville is who is the host of this event. They have it once a year. It used to be 2 days, 2-day event, and now it's only 1 day. Part of it's COVID, part of it is just finding the vendors and that type of stuff. But it's a really cool event. They have it here in June, and going without my cane, because with having to book and trying to film, it's just going to be impossible, so I'm going to take my time. I may attempt to do the walking tours with Lewis from Simply Explo Venturing. He is here with me. Cliff wound out having plans come up at the last minute, so he is not able to meet us here. But Lewis and I will be filming together. We'll be doing, going around checking out the cool houses, and also then we will be going. My church has a vendor's tent table here. We'll go visit them, talk to Pastor Jeff and the staff there about the church, what their ministries are, those types of things in a separate video. And then Lewis and I are going to go around. We're going to check out the cool buildings, talk a little bit about the history that we have here, and some of the cool stories and things like that. So I'm going to flip this around, and I'm hoping later today as well, depending on how I'm feeling, I would like to go down to Swatara State Park, because they have the drive-through for a Bear Hole Trail, which would allow us to go to the Bordner Cabin. So hopefully with the Bordner Cabin, we could get to see that, and the A Creeks Falls as well, a lot better than the last time. I run out of, my camera started to die, so I didn't get as good a footage as I would have liked. And potentially go up to Indian Tank Gap, film at the Pennsylvania National Guard Memorial, and there's a couple other memorials out there that I'd like to film for you guys. So we're going to flip this around, so as we walk up to the festival, you guys can see this. You can also see some of the really cool historic buildings. So we are here, actually, this is the Annville United Methodist Church. This is a stunning building. I've taken a number of photographs for my channel for the Instagram. St. Mark's Lutheran Church across the street. They actually have the stones from the original church on the facade. It is a much newer building. This building here, the Methodist, was built in, I believe, 1911. But we'll go by a number of the really cool buildings. This is part of the historic district. The historic district goes down west end of town. It also goes down east end through a number of the really cool buildings that some of the industrialists, for instance, like the Kreider family, had a number of really cool homes along there that are just like Victorian mansions, if you will. It's pretty cool through there. And then they have the Beaver House, which we'll try to go to that today. That's a very historic place as well, home of one of the merchants. Of course, you have Lebanon Valley College here, historic college in Annville, Pennsylvania. And then you also have, it sort of goes back south a little bit, down to the Andrew Miller Mill. Sadly, the Rigel Mill is not part of that, which it should be, because that was he was one of the town founders. Donated the land to make all this happen. But and of course we also have the Allen Theater, which is one of those historic old theaters. Phenomenal place to go see a film. It really had fallen into hard times, and was sort of what started Annville's rehabilitation building wise. I can't think of the guy that had bought it, with Mary Jane Hicks, I believe is his, or Mary Jo Hicks. I'll correct that then. But her and her son had bought it, and he named it after his father, Alan Hicks. And the coffee house next door was named after his mom, MJ's Coffee House. But they just really, it's got the iconic marquee. It's just such a beautiful old style theater, and just so few of those still exists. So it's neat to see something like that, and it's really cool to go and see cool film there. And at some point we want to go there, talk to the owners, talk about the history, because it has a really awesome, vivid history, quite an interesting history as well. It serves several different purposes over the time with films. But as you see, we're coming up on Historic Old Annville days. They usually have, I think they were saying on the site, about 6,000 to 8,000 people, and really is a big event. A lot of vendors, a lot of music. They have, I think usually have the music venues sort of on Lancaster Street, which is, we talked about before, the original town square, which would be this right here, which is 934 White Oak Street. And Main Street is the original town square that we did the video on. But the town looks at it now as sort of Lancaster and Maine is more the town square. It's where they have the Christmas tree, that's where the town clock is, and those types of things. This is also where I did the Country Roads video, where they're having, like, everything that could go wrong went wrong, with the ambulance coming through, 2 trucks, people being parked in a place where they shouldn't have been. It was actually quite hilarious. But anywho, so we're gonna go across here and hopefully we don't die. Hopefully I don't trip, make a fool of myself either. So I'm gonna pause here for right now. Alright, so we are here in Old Annville days. We will go back and forth through all the different things here, and you see you have soft ice cream. There's a number of churches, different organizations have vendor tables. Like I said, my church is here. So we'll be coming up on Lewis here shortly. Right? A lot of great food, a lot of great smells. You gotta love funnel cakes. I do want to stop by too, because I'm sure Friends of Old Annville has a tent as well. And we'll be coming up to the Orthodox Church. That's where we're going to be meeting Lewis, because it's sort of one of those places that's easily distinguishable. It's definitely got a different look to it. It's cool they have one for that one, Lebanon Valley College. I think Washington Band may be playing right now. It's sort of cool. Like I said, they have all kinds of music playing at different times throughout the day.
Just trying to keep the Cub Scout hat going, so keep in mind.
I know these things. I know.
Full sport. Proceeds benefit the library. Help us help the community.
Alright, go up here so we're not in people's way.
And it's basically a society that has to do with Ireland. So the Society Commission composes the Roy Anderson.
I believe this is the Washington Band. They're actually local here to Annville.
And it's to be performed by the Boston Pop Orchestra.
I had one of my friends, she has passed, she had cancer, that I knew at Hershey, and she was part of the Raresburg Band. These brass bands are just so neat that they still exist, because this was a big thing back, say, Victorian era, you know, World War I, World War II era, that people just did these community bands and things, and to see one of those still exist is pretty awesome. And if I'm not correct, this is somebody that we know. Hey, how you doing?
Hey!
It's good to see you.
We're back again.
Very nice. So this is once again
This is my other hat.
Nice.
It's the Lebanon County Historical Society.
Yeah. So Lebanon County Historical Society, we also, Jan's involved with the Historic Preservation Trust of Lebanon County. Another great, I'm seeing some cool books here. You're going to have to be buying some. So, but great organization, Lebanon County Historical Society. You want to talk about what they all do?
Lebanon County Historical Society. We're located 924 Cumberland Street in Lebanon. Tours are available there. We ask you to do by appointment or very extensive library if you're looking to do some genealogy research or other things of artifacts that you may be looking to donate and so forth anyhow then. So we're out here today at Annville Days. If you come out, buy a membership or buy any book, we will also give you one of our books.
It's
What
Lewis.
are you doing here? I didn't know.
Who's this guy?
Sure. He's in Lebanon.
Oh, nice.
This is our book that was done for the county's bicentennial, which we are now 125 years old. But if you come out today, any membership, any book sale, we'll give you one of these books for free anyhow then. We're here today till 2 o'clock.
Cool. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. Thank you.
So how are you doing,
Hey
Jan?
there, Louis.
So once again, this is Lewis with Simply Exploventuring.
John from the Hometown Historian channel.
So we're back here in the fair. We actually went down through the town first to be able to show Lewis some of the historic buildings and go through with the book. Like I said, I had this with Annville Township. So we're gonna go up through here, then we're gonna stop at St. John's Tent and talk to them as well. And at some point we will go through the town to go through these historic buildings and do a about town walking the main. But so many neat crafts tables, like I said, churches, organizations, and it's just the feels, the smells of these small town fairs, which are just so neat and go to. And you hear Lewis talking in the background. We're going to go to the train station because they're going to have that open here, and we can go down there. We're also going to try to go to a couple of other historic buildings that aren't here on Main Street to and this is awesome. I love old trucks, as you guys know. An old Ford.
I didn't realize we walked by this truck.
Ford F-100. Also has some cool John Deere tractors. There's a couple tractors in McCormick here as well. Surprisingly, didn't see Friends of Old Annville. 1940. And you have a Silver King. Not so silver anymore, more golden. Massey Harris. And a bunch of different games here. We're almost up to St. John's 10 again, so I'm going to pause this here. Alright, so Lewis is heading up further because they got the bagpipes. Once again, this is St. John's stand. Just so many neat stands and vendors here. Still looking forward to see if Friends of Old Annville has something, because sort of surprised that they don't. This is cool. This is what small town festivals are all about. So that was pretty cool. It's the Quittapahilla Highlanders.
I tell people, you don't always have to get me through these things. I like other stuff too, but it doesn't, because I didn't know she was going to get me some. And Corinne ended up getting me some Eagle slippers on my birthday. I'm like, really? And I already had a pair, but she gave me a pair of flip-flops. So, I was like so surprised that she even got me anything, because I forgot about hers completely. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Because hers is way before mine. Hers is, I think, April 5th. Somebody calling you.
I don't know.
So as you can see all these awesome arts and crafts. They have a void here in the crowd. You can definitely see
I like that
That's cool.
U.S. Army. Served in the U.S. Army.
An old South Hanover Township
Fort
map.
Indian Town Gap, and I served that Fort Indian Town Gap too.
It's pretty neat. I love Camp Mount
We
Gretna.
call it my unit would do their drills up there.
That would be some of the Mount Gretna. The United Brethren had their tabernacle meetings there. That was one of the things that we talked about when we were out there with the Chautauqua. One of the things that we'll wind up covering, going to the tabernacle so you guys can see what that building, that historic building looks like. Those are really cute. The piggy and the cow. Eat more pork. Another one should say eat more beef. Wow. This is beautiful. Wow. This is the kind of stuff that just takes true talent to do this kind of stuff, because I don't have that ability at all. So I stay away from it too, because I'm like a bull in the china shop. So yeah, I'm a little wibbly wobbly. Wow.
That is very creative.
What's the name of your?
It's called My Glass Garden.
Okay, I'll try to put the link up on my channel.
I have a Facebook.
Yeah.
My business.
Yeah, I'd love that. Let me pause this just quick. Once again, I will put this up for you and put the links up for her Facebook channel, because this is phenomenal. Yeah, I love glass work, and that's phenomenal there.
Did you see that over there, John?
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
It's like they're proud of like hating on everything.
Yeah,
It's like, seriously. These small town fairs are so neat, with like, you get to see the people that are doing these small town crafts that are just so phenomenal. And this is what small town America used to be. That kind of stuff that is what supports on here. You have the quilts. Let me get a quick thing of this. Clever Fox Crafting. It's another one. I'll look and see if they have a Facebook page. And then, do you guys have a Facebook page? I'll put that up on my YouTube channel for you guys. Like anything that you can do to help like small businesses like that, like it's just so neat what people do. Like they keep these crafts and different things alive that so often are forgot about.
I mean, like John was saying, this is what small town America was. He's over there at the soap like at one time. It's nice to see.
Do you want to go into Sherry's shop?
Yeah, sure.
So we are here at Butcher Block Antiques. This is Cliff's sister Sherry, her shop, and all the really cool stuff that she has. So we're gonna go in and say hi to Sherry, see if we can actually fit in, because I'm sure it's quite full. But yeah, she has such a neat shop, just an eclectic bunch of different types of, all kinds of stuff, doodads and really cool stuff. Ooh, they're little Smurf cups.
I recognize her now.
Yeah.
But I'll let you do introductions and stuff.
Okay. Once again, we've done a couple rounds through her shop. There's a really neat old painting. I'm building a barn.
And it's original box. That's great to see. That's 1950s easy.
Yeah.
Maybe 60s.
All the time. That's my problem. Every time I come in here, I'm like, and I've been bringing more pottery in, and I see it. Like the cat. Cats are good too. Yeah. Exactly.
And here we have Sherry, the proprietor of Butcher Block Antiques.
John.
So this is Cliff's sister, so you guys know, and I told you to come and check her out a couple times. Not that way though. Check out her shop. But this is Lewis from Simply Explo Venturing. He's been filming with Cliff and I.
Okay.
So he has another YouTube channel, and he wanted to stop
I
in.
met your brother about a month ago.
There's another really cool one, Bachman Woodworks. Such neat stuff. Another one, woodworking.
You're gonna have a tough day.
There you go, rubber duckies.
I want to go to the Miss Malvin truck.
Yeah, I know. So now you hear my guests behind me.
Cool, these crafts. That's cool. There's a jerky company. You see the website there for them. If you love jerky, buy some from Hillbilly's Jerky.
I support the right to arm bears.
That's actually kind of funny. That's just funny. Because bear arms, arm bears.
What are bear arms, bro? Student of the month?
Why don't you get your pizza? Why don't you get there?
Bro, stop.
It really is just, if you come to one of these events, especially like come next year, there's just so much to see. Bring money, because there's lots to buy and see, lots of food. Once again, you just have, these fairs have a look about them. You just have the smells, the experience. Alright, cool. Little stand here.
Traffic lights right across.
Here's the library. There's a local press that's here. It's quite cool.
Wow. Wow, this thing, you could look at how many people coming
Yeah.
all the way down. Look at the crowd.
You hear Lewis
When we
saying
first started,
it's nuts.
I mean, it was just beginning, so now you can see the crowd.
We reached a area that it's not quite as full. This is that cool church I was talking about, the St. Anthony's Coptic Church. It's just like the colors of it and stuff like that. It's just so neat. It has such an extraordinary history of the building. It's actually been United Brethren, I believe at one point a Catholic church in the 1860s, and now a Coptic church. It's quite neat.
20 bucks! Anyone? 20 bucks!
There's a individual book there. Awesome. Here's the Friends of Old Annville. So this is their stand. They're the ones that actually put this all together. They do such a phenomenal job with setting up this entire event. Very, very cool.
You want holy pictures? Holy pictures? $20 for this picture.
This is for the Quippahill Creek. That they want to clean the creek up and keep it really nice and a great place to visit and check out. We're almost to the end of the fair now. Oh, historic old Annville days.
Historic person taking up there and going to the train station as well before they close at 12 o'clock. Let's look inside and tour the inside of that, the Annville station there. Getting lunch or something.
Here's Lebanon Valley. They do all of like different tours and stuff like that.
I was given at another event. I have my own very own Lebanon Lily stress cow in my car.
So we got all the people just arriving, and then some of us that are just leaving.
Too bad. What I expected.
Definitely want to come next year and just sort of enjoy it. a little bit more. So, as always, I want to say thank you to everybody for coming along on another adventure. And you got a bird on his hat. So, as always, everybody, say thank you for coming along, and we will see you all about town. I want you guys to see how full this actually is the whole way down through. This is really, really impressive. So, as always, everybody, I want to say thanks for coming along on another video here at Historic Old Annville Days in Annville, Pennsylvania, and we will see you all about town.